Hey everyone, today I told you guys I was going to make a fun video. I want to go over some things about when you're actually in the gym. As soon as I started going back to the gym, I realized how annoyed I get by people and their gym etiquette and things that they do while they're in the gym. And everybody who goes to a gym knows exactly what I am talking about. So I'm just going to give you some unwritten rules and some written rules about the gym that I think everyone needs to follow. Okay, rule number one, pick up your weights. Whatever you use, put it back. I don't care whatever amount of weight you put on the bar, your dumbbells, pick up your stuff, put it back. I am not there to pick up your stuff and then do my stuff, and then it's just a hot mess. Please, for the love of God, put your stuff back. Rule number two is clean the equipment. When you get off a bench or you're on a machine and you're sweating, you guys saw how bad I sweat. Would you want me to leave the machine all nasty and gross? Do yourself a favor. Clean the machine, because I will be the guy that yells across the gym if I see you leave your nastiness. Especially now with the whole COVID thing, cleaning is more important than anything when it comes to that. Don't be a disgusting person. Let's see. That's another gym etiquette. Oh, using multiple machines. Many times I'll be working on something in a piece of equipment and be working out, lifting weights, and then I'll go over to another machine and somebody's like, oh, I'm using that. Well, you were just on that machine. Now you're going over to this machine? No. If you're using a machine that requires like maybe cables, that has two cables on each side, maybe that's the exception. But you have no business saying that you're going to cover two machines. And on the flip side of that, if you're standing there chit-chatting and someone needs that machine, give it up to them. I was talking with someone yesterday, and somebody asked if I was on the machine. Technically, I hadn't even started yet. I was like, you know what? I've been talking. You take the machine. Have some class and allow someone else have the machine. Let's see. Screaming. I don't know how many times I'm in the gym and I see someone weightlifting and they're screaming at the top of their lungs and they're barely doing anything. So make sure when you're lifting weights that you're not sitting there just screaming at the top of your lungs. Nobody wants to hear it. Take a deep breath, push it out, or for God's sakes, don't use that much weight. Let's see, obnoxious spotting. Murph, this is a shout out to you. The reason I'm talking about this is because I was an obnoxious spotter. Don't be, if you're over someone, first off, guys, if you're over someone, do not put your crotch over someone's face as you're trying to spot them on bench press, because the last thing I want to see when I'm pushing up a weight is your wedgie going straight up your crack, or God forbid your genitals hanging down through your shorts. So for the love of God, don't do that. And secondly, don't scream stupid stuff. I remember one time a friend of mine was benching, Murph, again you, and I said, he was lifting, and I said something like butter, baby. What the heck does that even mean? Like butter. Don't be a moron. Just spot them, lift it up, especially if a stranger asks you to spot them. Don't go over there and start adding to them like, you got this, and start screaming, because they may not be the type of person that wants attention drawn to themselves. Okay? Yesterday, let's go to the next one. Yesterday I was in the gym and someone decided that they were going to do deadlifts. And as they're deadlifting, I know in most situations in competition that you lift the weight, and once they say clear or good, you drop the weights. This person was picking it up, dropping it, picking it up, dropping it, not even one rep. They were doing multiple reps, picking up and dropping it. Don't lift weights if you can't put them down. That just means that you're not ready for that weight, all right? you're not in competition in that gym. The last thing when I'm trying to talk to someone or be lifting weights is listening to you scream and banging and dropping weights on the floor because you have nothing else better to do. All you're doing is annoying everyone around you. If you need that much attention, work on your body somewhere else and go become a model and let people stare at you that way, because I don't want to see it. Men, we got to have a serious talk about this. Staring. When you're in the gym, do not stare. Do not stare at other people, because when you sit there and stare at them, it's uncomfortable. I'm not saying for me, but especially a man staring at women. Women don't go in there to be oogled and ogled, and the ones that do usually go to meat market gyms anyway. Just because they have yoga pants doesn't give you the right to sit there and bother them and stare at them the entire time. All right, use your brains, have some etiquette, have some class while you're in the gym, and for the love of God, just be polite and respect other people's boundaries when it comes to that. Men, we also need to talk about this. Stop showing your nipples. I literally see people wearing shirts where it's just a strip going straight here. Nobody wants to see your nipples. No one cares about your nipples. I don't even care if you have the best chest in the world. The last thing I want to see is that hanging out. And you guys are like, well, why are you looking? Why are you looking at them? You ever drive past an accident on the road and not look out your window and see people and stare at the wreck? That's what it's like. We're not staring at you because we're flattered. We're staring at you because you're disgusting. Cover your body. And bellies, belly shirts, I don't care. Abs, whatever abs that you have, I don't want to see them, okay? 1984 called. They want their crop top shirt back. Nobody wants to see your belly hanging out. Wear a shirt, for crying out loud. If you wear a tank top, that's fine, whatever. But don't be a pig and have your nipples and belly hanging out. I literally saw a guy have a shirt like that, and I was like, oh, well, you might as well just get a sports bra and cut out the nipples and just run around in that, because you look like a moron. On a side note, when it comes to men dressing and what they do, I would also say the man bun it's done and over, because if I had a pair of scissors, I'd walk past and probably just chop it off. If you got long hair, just wear it long or put it back in a ponytail, because I guess you think you're Steven Seagal or whatever it is. But yeah, the man bun, lose the man bun, especially if you are actually trying to attract someone in the gym. Congregating with friends. Okay, I go to the gym and I see these group of 5 guys, and all they do is stand around each other on one piece of equipment and each take turns lifting the weights. I have no idea why they're even there. Like, when I go to the gym, I maybe work out with one person. 99.9% of the time, I'm by myself doing my thing. Okay, I have a couple guys I talk to at the gym now, and that's just more bouncing ideas and trying to get some advice. One guy I know that I met recently is a competition bodybuilder, so I get a lot of advice from him on things and how to sculpt certain parts of my body and things like that. But congregating around and just sitting there talking and not even working out, why are you even there? Leave the gym. I want to end on this. Protein farts, okay? They are the worst. It is a side effect, especially when you're a weightlifter. You lift weights, you have protein, and you need protein to rebuild the muscles. The whole point of lifting is you're tearing the muscle apart. You do your growing when you're eating, okay? You grow your muscles through the strength of when you're eating and putting those nutrients back into your body. Part of the side effect, especially whey protein, is you get some nasty gas sometimes. If you got a fart, I mean, if you're mid-rep and you can't do anything about it, that's one thing. But one day I'm working out on my AMT machine, and there was a person to my left, which was spaced out because of COVID, and a person to my right. And they were both thinner type people. And I got the foulest stench go through my nose. And I recognized it immediately, what it was. And the only thing I could think of in my head was, That's disgusting. And the second thought, they're going to think it's me. Don't fart around the bigger guy, because they're going to automatically think it's me that farted. I don't want to be blamed for that nastiness. People just look at you like, oh my gosh. People try to ignore it, but you know they're judging you. Do I really care what other people think? Maybe a little bit, especially in this situation, because the last thing I need is people staring at me because they think I decided to turn my intestines out and destroy the atmosphere of the gym. All right? So these are just some of the few tips that I've noticed in the gym. Be kind to people when you're in there. Think about what you're trying to do and accomplish. And yeah, just have some dang gym etiquette. All right, guys? So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, let people know that I'm on here trying to share my journey. And as always, like I said, never skip leg day.